Hello everyone, welcome to CCA live webinar on partner visa backlog. Myself Harmi Sani, a CCA registered migration agent. In this webinar today I am going to give you a brief introduction about the new single request RFI policy. Uh, Basically, it's applicable for most of visa application nowadays. Department going to introduce, and in regarding partner visa applications, the relationship scrutiny and recent surge in student visa cancellation nowadays we looking for. So all these things I'm going to discuss in this webinar. So let me upload some slides for you first, and then we will start. Just give me a sec. Yep. Alrighty. So let's check from the screen. Data is available for you. So from 2026 migration programs level, we can see from this statics data that the Australian government confirmed the permanent migration program caps at 185,000, the total skill migration places, out of which the family stream is strictly set as 52,460, and the most seats allocation is allocated to employer sponsored stream, and second one is the family stream, and the most priority is given to partner visa applications, and third category is skill independent visas and talent and innovation visas. So that's how they segregated the seat allocation across the various levels of skill migration program. So if we talk about partner visa cases, which is the main topic of our today's webinar, so let's understand the partner visa requirements and how the processing of these visa applications going on. Uh, we have two sort of partner visa subclasses. One is offshore and offshore. The 82801 is the onshore visa. However, 309-100 is the offshore application if partner is offshore and you're applying for him from another country to come to Australia. Uh, and waiting time for both of these sort of application is about 12 to 24 months nowadays, and almost 50% of applications are decided between 16 month of initial date of lodgement, and 90% of application are decided within 2 years. uh, and if we talk about the permanent stage, because 801 and 100 are the permanent stage of this visa subclasses, so this assess 2 years post lodgement, taking an extra 6 to 15 years to grant. Similarly, if we talk about 100, so can require up to 110 to 21 additional month to fully grant this permanent visa subclass. So this is a long processing time, almost 2 years for this visa subclass. So why processing time is much longer? So the main reason is large number of applications, intensive scrutiny, and some external clearance factors as well. Let's talk about one by one. So the messic nowadays, because the net migration increasing in Australia from last couple of years, so the high volume of concurrent applications has created a persistent backlog. So department received a large number of application within last couple of years under this stream. So this could be the one major factor for to deciding a longer processing time for such application. So second thing is intensive scrutiny. The department has intensified focus on identify same-sex marriages, de facto relationships, leading to uh, a strict and deeper verification of joint documents to prove the genuineness of the relationship. And moreover, some external factor, for example, strict mandatory character checks, international police clearance, and complex medical review bottleneck, they also contribute to the longer processing time for this application. So usually nowadays any permanent visa application taking much longer compared to the another temporary visa applications. Another thing department going to introduce is to reduce the processing time. The one major factor they're going to introduce is the single request uh, rule. In this uh, in this rule, the Department of Home Affairs confirms a major operational shift. Now, case officer will only generate one Section 56 request, which is called request for information. Usually, sometime before the visa grant, they send a request related to, like, if case officer wants you to complete your medical check, to supply some police check or overseas police clearance certificate or any other documents, if department find uh, which is mandatory to grant that visa application. So now they will not wait for multiple requests sent to you. They will send only one request, and you have to share that information immediately. uh, if you not follow reminders, so multiple warnings will not be issued. So if the response is missing any details, if the response is incomplete or fail to meet the strict 28 days windows over which you have to share those documents, so decision will be made immediately, and which resulting in immediate visa refusal based only on the whatever documents already been shared with the department. So they will not again request for further documentation. So this is the rule they're going to implement to faster the processing time of partner visa applications. And the application to minimize such sort of complicacy, we advise you to there should be, when you lodge your visa application, it must be decision ready. So no gap is permitted. So all critical identity and marital proof must be complete at the exact millisecond of the lodgement. So government going to introduce the AI concept, which will verify the mandatory component of the application. For example, identity check and the marriage or any de facto relationship, the documents relating to that, or which are the basics of these visa applications. So they will check immediately when you lodge your visa application. So if you have not lodged such documentation, they will refuse your application straight away at the time of lodgement. So and medicals check, so we advise you to do the medical check as early as possible. So whenever you lodge your application, so medical request is generated at that time, so you can do immediately to speed up your visa application process. And police check, I also recommend you to go for Australian Federal Police check or overseas balance clearance check. So supply all those documents in advance when you lodge the partner visa application. And submitting application with any errors or misleading documents, please try to avoid. uh, and exclusion period is applied. Other, if your visa application refused, you would have to face section 48 bar, which blocking you to subsequent onshore application if you subject to visa refusal because of such documentation. And moreover, other consequences are high fee on visa refusal link. uh, The visa fee for partner visa application, either it is onshore or offshore, it is $965, which is a huge amount. So if your visa application is refused, so department is not going to refund or part of refund of that fee, what you paid while lodging the visa application. So there are absolutely no refund in the event of any visa refusal. Uh, and further, if your visa application is refused and administrative, you need to apply for ART review. In that case, again, adding $1,000 of in legal representation fee and year of going waiting time involved in such hassle as well. Now, the main requirement when you lodge your partner visa application, so financial evidences like joint bank account statement, no, there should not be no lump sum peddling, means certain massive deposit made right before filing, before the finding suspicious or act as immediate red flag to the department. And always, if you have any co-signed loans, uh, like car loan or active lease or anything, so share all those documents together. And your superannuation nomination, it has to be modified initially when you lodge your visa application, or if you do later, so supply the evidence as soon as possible. And your utility accounts, insurance policies, all these documents have to be shared. Or household responsibility, the second pillar of this sort of application. So joint lease, any corresponding records like bank record, mailing records, any shared asset, uh, so any sort of bill which is on your shared account, so must be included in the application. uh, Apart from this, for social recognition, 888 form, so that has to be signed and evidented by the Australian permanent resident or Australian citizen, so who know you as a genuine couple, so who knows both of you exactly. And the 888 form, so should not be copied, better to describe your actual situation and actual relationship. uh, and also you can share the joint photographs, any travel backlog, or any social invitees. For example, if you attended any party ceremony together, so you can share photographs of that thing as well. And shared commitment to each other, so your relationship statement, so your stories, your background, that has to be mentioned. In these categories, any emergency contact details, and mutual will drafted and signed naming each other as a beneficiary, or any other saving milestone if you're planning to build a house in future, so you're doing some saving for that, so include as much as information, uh, whatever you can, while lodging such application. uh, and the main advice for this partner visa, because of the long processing time of such application, the main thing is do not file and forget. So always try to update the files after having quarterly or after 6 months. Just try to include as much as further evidences, your call log, your bank statements, or any historical or any memories you spent together, photograph of these memories. So whatever you can, just try to update your file time by time. And always make your application decision ready, so whenever case officer touch your application, that has to be ready with all the evidences, um, your medical check, relationship evidences, uh, and any other evidences related to the application, identity check, everything has to be completed. So it means application must be decision ready all the time. So so that when case officer start assessing your application, so he can decide as soon as possible. even health examination that has to be ready all the time, and police checks always updated. uh, Next thing, nowadays, let's discuss about the student visa cancellation. We are facing a lot of student visa cancellation nowadays, uh, because department strictly ban on hopping visa applications, student visa application, from one stage to another, or continuously if somebody applying student visa extensions, or if they're eligible for any other visa but still going to hop up on student visa application, so they trigger a red flag, and that's lead to a visa cancellation. The main criteria for student visa grant is genuine student criteria. So your SOP or GTE or your statement, whatever you're supplying with your visa application, so that has to be brief and concise and reflect all the information about your background, your uh, motive of study, and the importance of your study in your career. So everything has to be included that application. uh, and secondly, you must obey the visa condition of your student visa. For example, the work right, the permitted on the grant of student visa is 48 hours per fortnight, so you have to stick on that. And also maintain condition 8202, and another student visa condition, progress consistently in your academic, any employer audit. So everything department going to introduce, so you have to be very very careful about your visa condition. So apart from this, there are strict scrutiny on the airport entries as well. Lot of inquiries and visa cancellation even occurring on the airport as well. So if you are not uh, obeying your visa condition, or you're not maintaining the CO, you are not a genuine student, then definitely there would be a risk when you travel overseas. But if you are a genuine student, continuously doing progress in your study, and following all visa conditions, all Australian migration law and policies, uh, and then there is you don't have to worry. Whenever you travel, wherever you travel, does not you need not to worry if you are a genuine student. So basically the scrutiny is for those applicants who are just using a student visa just to extend their stay in Australia. So if you have any question, if you have any queries, and you would like to know more information regarding any visa subclass, please do contact us. You can contact our nearest office anywhere around Australia, or you can directly contact us on our landline or my direct telephone number, which are displayed on the screen. So thank you so much for your time and patience. So I let you go now. Thank you. Thanks a lot.